It's a great question, and it is the big challenge of the first episode of any show. You want to build a consistent world that these characters will inhabit, that the filmmakers that come after you can continue, and that it feels like the same show from week to week, that the same characters that you love, even as they change and evolve, that they're the characters that you met at the beginning. There are so many different factors. This show was across continents, as you said. So we were shooting and scouting in lots of different countries, shooting in Japan and Canada. We were in the jungles of Hawaii. We were designing monsters. We were putting together this wonderful cast, and each part was so specific that we wondered, will we ever find the right person for this role? And we somehow found a million unicorns. Like, just everybody was just perfect for their role and so lovely to work with and so brilliantly talented. But I think as a filmmaker starting out a show, my job is to help those actors figure out who those characters are, just so they can start to build them and grow them. It's to build a visual language for the show. And I think for this one in particular, it had a few challenges. We were in multiple time periods, so it was about figuring out how to bring those time periods to life, but also make sure the audience knew where they were, when they were. And it was also about telling a story about how monsters had changed the world, right? And how to tell a story from a human point of view, what it's like to be on the ground when Godzilla attacks. We've seen awesome movies where you're up in the stratosphere and you see Godzilla and King Kong battling each other, and that's amazing. What's it like to be down on the ground? What's it like when that one day and that one moment can change your entire course of your life? And so that's what this show is about. It's about how monsters can change and affect the course of many people's lives. Godzilla has resonated for me since I was a kid. I loved him as a kid, sitting on the couch with my dad in Ventura, California, watching these original Toho films. I've loved him in the MonsterVerse and in the new Toho films that they're putting out that are extraordinary. These characters are majestic in a way. They fill us with wonder, and wonder is such a word that I love as a filmmaker, because I think it's not just something good. It's also can be terrifying, but it fills you with awe. And I think we need that in our lives. I think we do look for mystery. We do look for things that are larger than our lives. And I think Godzilla has always been there. But I think now what this show does so well is it tells the story of the folks on the ground being affected by those moments of wonder. And this television show, which Matt Fraction and Chris Black created so beautifully, is a series of moments of wonder as these multiple storylines come together in surprising and interesting ways. Hopefully there'll be hundreds of years more of Godzilla storytelling to come.